I just gonna have to try and get this thing to land on Venus. The question is, which one of these is it? It's the second closest planet to the sun, but from this angle, I have a hard time telling which that is. Well, okay. That is Juperon. That is Mers. And that is... What? I thought it was Saturnax, but hold on. Yeah, that's Saturnax. Is this one? No. No. But that's the one we've already been to. That's Juperon. That's Mers. Hold on. Is the purple one Venusenv? No. Is the green one Venusenv? No. So that one's not Venusenv. And that one's not Venusenv. And that one's not. Well, hold on, which one is Mers? Is this one Venusenv? It can't be. I mean, maybe. Well, hold on, let's see what ones I know for sure. This is definitely Juperon, and that's definitely Saturnax. So, one way to find out. Yeah, it was Mers. I swear, isn't this typical? Time is of the essence, and what I'm doing is trying to figure out how to manipulate some random mechanism. Okay, is this one? What's it shining on? I think it's shining not on Saturnax. And it's not. This certainly is not the planet Venus. Planet Venus is about as inhospitable as it gets. Certainly no liquid water there. The conservatory, right? Where they sent Alexandria. So her entire life was a plot, huh? It seems so unfair. So, if these planets are accurate models of the planets in this version of our solar system on this timeline, Venus must be a very different planet, because Venus would not be green. Anyway, at least I don't think. Certainly it wouldn't be green from foliage. So this is where she met Lucian, huh? Let me guess, the Nemesis killed everyone in the conservatory or something? It's a rather lovely place. Gramophone? Doesn't work, huh? Oh, here we go. Is this going to be a different song? No, we're not going to get much of a song out of this thing. It's clearly a very primitive sound recording device, even though it has so many more horns than the gramophones on our timeline. Oh. Yeah, this conservatory was attacked, wasn't it? Well, okay. Very dark that way. I don't like it. What the heck? What is this? Oh, I see. It's, showing the different positions of the people in the orchestra. Makes sense, I guess. I wonder what a Gitteroglant is. I bet you a Gitteroglant is actually a very beautiful instrument, despite the ridiculous name, and I'm not giving it a fair chance. Now, the Nanabino, or the Nambino, oh never mind, Nambino isn't as beautiful as a word. Well, I think it's time to save. Well, okay. Into the pitch black abyss? Oh, it's just a door. Never mind, this isn't bad at all. I wonder if there's anyone still here. Whoa, what just happened? I can't tell if these are shadows or if the room's been burned. Did we come from up here? No, we did not. Okay. Well, how many of these doors can... Well, before we do this, I feel like we might want to... Wait, is it raining now? That's strange, there wasn't a cloud in the sky before. Hold on. Before we look around this place, I want to look... No! Before we look around, where was the door we just came out of? I want to look around the area back there a little bit more. Clearly it wasn't that door, it was a single door. Was it that door? No, maybe? Yes, it was. It makes sense that this area would be marked out for practice. I suppose this is an image of the goddess, Venus. Is it also a goddess? I don't know. There's the orchestra. Can we walk among them? Yes? Why can't I look up? It keeps giving me the option, but I click and nothing happens. What? Okay, instruments. This must have been a crazy orchestra to hear. Bongos and violin. I bet this is the frobophone. It's a beautiful instrument. I guess the question is, are there more? Yes. A Zork accordion. A Zorkordion. I really like this one. It reminds me of some new age guitar albums I have. Well, whoa. Now that we're done spiraling around on stage. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's raining now. Well, hold on, what the heck? Is it only raining on, like, part of the building? That does happen sometimes, but it's very odd. Well, upstairs. I like the seashell-style lamps. Was that all that's up here? I suppose these are some of the students at the conservatory. They look like a lovely bunch of young ladies. I wonder where they are now. I guess we know where Alexandria is, if she's even in that photo. She's probably not, since they have color photography in the era we're in now. So if she was just here pretty recently, it would probably have been a color photograph. In fact, she must have been here recently enough, because even her adoptive father, Malvo, had color photographs of himself. There we go. Wait, what did that say? Harmony of the spheres. Was that... I think that's Alexandria. I see. So she was having a somewhat successful career in music, huh? Oh, boiler room. Boilers will be important because it's a water area. And it's locked. I wonder what happened here. Probably the same story as everywhere else. The Nemesis did something terrible. Is this locked? Someone lives here.
Too late. We're closed. Sorry. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
What the heck is the... What do you mean you're closed? You have all gaping holes in your wall and musical instruments sitting around out here. It kind of kills the effect that this whole place is in ruins when there's just some person here who's acting like, oh, yeah, we're closed. Maybe she's... I swear, I feel like I'm the only person around who isn't crazy, and I'm hearing voices in my head and seeing visions. For all I know, that was one of those visions. If you're closed, you just let strangers in to look around this kind of stuff? I wonder where we are, anyway. Was this somewhere on that map we saw back in Iron Dune? Oh. I like this stained glass lampshade. Piano, huh? Not sure what that is. Is it a lock? I've used pianos many times in my day, but never saw something like that. That's beautiful. I see. It's actually an electric organ? What? A lot of these aren't making noise. Did I hear something fall out like a coin? Not sure what's going on with that instrument. Well, somebody might have dropped something into it. I did that sometimes when I was a little kid. For years, I'd hidden a book in the piano. It was only after, I want to say more than 5 years, when a woman was there to tune the piano, that she opened it up and found it inside. So it was this. Not sure what that thing is for. Don't put it back. Well, I think I might know what it's for. It's clearly intended, whoa, as a it's a turnkey, and it's gonna go right into this slot, right? No, this one. What? It doesn't go in. What about from this angle? No such luck. What a place of desolate ruin. In any case, what do we have in here? Is that Alexandria? I think so. So maybe she was in that photo. Maybe it's just really cheaper to use the black and white photos. But you wouldn't think they would in a high-class place like this, though. On Music and Perfection by Our Flood. By Znopf. Oh, I get lots of books from them. The violin must be the most soulful of the zorchestral instruments. Zorchestral? Really? In any case, in this book we're going to have all of the instruments defined, so I suppose we can all put them where they belong somewhere? As according to the diagram of how an orchestra or a zorchestra should be laid out? I guess the question is, why? Is that the only page? Yeah, I guess I should know better at this point than to expect all our answers to be in one place, even though they probably would be if we just turned the darn page. What's this? A tuning fork. Alexandria used this once. I suppose she never realized that from her birth, or even her conception, was all because they were using her, huh? I know they say it was for the good of the country, but I'm not really confident that that's true. Mostly as I'm inclined to distrust just about anything that Sartorius tells us, or really any of these people. They're all complicit in this. So, was this her room, you think? Well, couldn't be her room, there's no bed. This was somebody's office. Wait, this might be Sophia's office. I guess she was murdered too, right? Leaving her tea on the desk. Dear Sophia, the time has come. I think you will be proud of me when you see her. She is a charming, brilliant child, and I have grown to care for little Alexandria as if her parenting were my only office. So despite what she was literally born for, he really did become fond of her, huh? Her music is unschooled, but I hear in it somewhere the harmony of the spheres. It is there for you to distill. I expect much work and great things from the both of you. Fondly, Malvo. I see. I'm not sure what Sophia saw in, some of these people. Like, she was in love with Cain, but what's there to love about Cain? Augur 14th, 935. Sophia, it's rainy and grim here. The fields are muddy and littered with corpses. I am tired of all this. Speaking of Cain, all I want in the world is to return to my castle. The battle at Flood Control Dam, number 678 was more brutal than I expected. Huh? Well, you weren't there. Oh, I get it. He's talking about... He's been reading about them. I see. Elrond, backed by the enchanters, has discovered some magical scroll which causes weapons to turn to fudge. What? It is disheartening and sticky. Liz wrote that she is considering spending the fall at her mother's villa in Otheria. Say the word, and I will further convince her to make the retreat to the restorative island climb. For her health, you know, and for mine. Cain. I see. They're talking about a way to get his wife away, so that Sophia can come and they can, have sex. What do we have here? The issue is I can't even tell what I'm looking at. What is this even? Oh, so it was for this. It's a lamp, there we go. What? Prepare the... You know, we could have just snapped this out of these leather cornices and carried it to a window or something. In any case, I suppose this is instruction for forging the metal, right? And if we need a boiling solution, the boiler room could be very helpful to us indeed. And... oh, light went out, huh? Well, I saw what we were looking for. It also doubles as a map of the facility. So this was probably Sophia's office. And this is a fireplace that was behind her desk. And still is, although I guess it's not much of her desk anymore, huh? So, are all of these people we've met in these places, the soldier, for example, are they just completely unaware of what happened to their bosses? Whoa! Why does it keep doing that? What is this thing, though? I can't even tell what I'm looking at. I think it's like a desk. It's at some pharmacies, for example, they'll pass the prescriptions to you through a sort of slot beneath the window. I think it's something like that. Though it's probably not that, because that would be a very peculiar thing to have here. So, this was the door we couldn't go through. What's this way? And that door is locked. And this is some sort of image of the conservatory while it was under construction, I guess. A historical picture. This is a place aware of its history. It must have been a very impressive building once. Hold on. Just a moment. Oh wait, that's the boiler room. Never mind. Hear the water running. There must be the rain pattering on the roof, right? What the... Why aren't you going up the stairs? What the heck? What? Oh, there we go. We just need to do it at this weird angle. Okay. Strange, I thought there was a door there, but I see now it was just this pattern on the wall. That must be marble. Very impressive. Though rather austere, there is something very kind of beautiful about this place. Not sure how I feel about the ominous school chime we heard in the background, though. Okay, this looks more like a living chamber, and there's even a bed, so this is somebody's room. Probably Sophia's, I guess. She has some religious paintings on the wall. At least I assume that's what those are. What's this? Oh, what? I want to get a good look at it. Come on. I see, just some birds flying through the sky. I hear frogs. Are there frogs in here? There are so many frogs out in the lake, we must be able to hear them from in here, huh? And that is also probably something from a myth, but I don't know what it is. I don't know the myths of Zork. And here is her wardrobe, I guess. I think there was a time they would have called it toilet. So, a mirror and another note. So, in Mumberber of 924, Sophia, Dr. Sartorius is a strange but fascinating man. As you know, I am not prone to dabbling into strange, self-indulgent philosophies, or womanish New Age experiments, but there is something to the man, of that there can be no doubt. And still I wonder, might the Doctor's way be the only way of securing power in this perpetually unstable world? I could have great use for him and his Philosopher's Stone in my campaign against the enchanters. I cannot hold them back much longer. Say nothing. I will write you of this farther. Kane. And now we have Sartorius' signature sloppy handwriting. Madam Sophia, you are right. We cannot wait any longer. We must take a risk. Meet me at the Temple of Agrippa. I will summon the others. What has begun must take its course. It is our only chance before we are destroyed. Sartorius. Dear Madam Sophia, while we have never been formally introduced, I feel as if I've known you for years now. At least I know many things about you. I know you sleep with my husband. Oh, this is a letter from Cain's wife. I know you're only one of his many mistresses. Or did you think that he only loved you? Has he been teasing you with talk of your future of marriage? Did you imagine he would leave me for you, and you would rule Iron Dune as the next Lady Cain? Let me assure you, madame, that you have no future with my husband. He needs no family and our lovely money. Without... He needs... He needs... So I say he needs me, my family, and our lovely money. Without me, there is no Iron Dune, and there is nothing, and no one he loves more than that. There's no telling whether this is her being serious, or her trying to mock this woman who is, in her from her perspective, stealing her husband. In any case, they all were interested in the Philosopher's Stone from various perspectives. Malvo, so he could not die. Sophia, I don't know why. Cain, because he wanted to find true and lasting power in a world full of shifting military fortunes. And I suppose Sartorius, so he could complete and validate his father's research. And here we have some alchemy. That the whole of astrology is an art musical which reflecteth the operations and effects of the musical note, the pure sound, the subtile light, the secret influence of the harmony of the stars and planets dwells in every element. Of all the music of the spheres, this is the greatest. Only the one harmony of the spheres has the power to hold and fix the celestial influences, to keep them from recycling back into their divided inanimate spheres. In this simple way of nature is the mastery to be attained. But okay, I see. And here's some kind of diagram of the musical notations. It's very complicated stuff. Oh, here's something that might help us. If this scale is played in the order true and desired, the limpid string passes through terra, aqua, air, and ignis, and their corresponding notes C, D, E, B. The order of the elements is the order of those notes along the string, the harmony of the spheres. So I guess we should go play those notes on the piano, right? I guess so. It's times like this that I wish I had played a piano more recently. At this point, it must be at least 3 years since I last set my fingers on white keys. Or actually, is there any more in this book? No, there's not. So it's just on the floor, huh? It's kind of odd. Oh, I see. It's the bathtub. What the heck? She had a seal put in her own bathtub?
I'll have him not. I'll have him. I'll have him not.
You're making me wild.
As wild. As your 2 young mistresses.
Only 2.
I have eyes everywhere. I know all your games.
I should beat you for your impudence.
I should beat you for your faithlessness. But I don't care. Because you and I are going to be together forever. And when your mistresses are old and lust is just a dim memory, and all they care about is finding food soft enough for their toothless gums, we'll still be just like this. Just like this.
You two are both involved in some very uncomfortable stuff. I'm not surprised that a guy like Kane would say I should beat you for that. But I'm a little disturbed at, well, I guess, you know, who am I to judge people for being into whatever kinks? But the thing is here, I don't think it's a kink. I think it's just that they're kind of violent people who have a difficult time relating to other people in more non-deranged fashions. I think that's all there is in here. What could she see in Kane? Is it that he's powerful? Because he seems like a pretty nasty guy to me. Although maybe Sophia is rather nasty too. And it's locked. So, are these locked parts the part of it that that woman we met has locked off? What's going on here? In any case, to the piano, I suppose. It was this way, right? I think so. I guess the locked off parts really are just the parts where that woman is living. I suppose she works for this place. Okay, now we just need to play the right keys on this electric organ that is made to really look a lot like a normal piano. And those keys are C, D, E, and B. The problem is I don't remember where the scale starts. But let me see if I can. I think that this is G. I think. In which case this is A. Or hold on. I think this key here is C. This one is C or this one is C. I know that. Let's say that this is A, B, C. So this is C. So, C. Nothing? C. There we go. Alright, so A, B, C. D. E. F, G, A, B. Nothing? Let's try again. C. Then. Alright. D. Then. Alright. E. And then. Alright. So this is C. So this is B. Nothing. Oh, here's something. Here's something. Of the Yipple Brigade? Well, I have heard good things about the Froz Philharmonic Orchestra. I'll take it. Or not? Yes. Rack and Pendulum. Well, Johann Sebastian Slathead is probably the most genuinely honorable person of the... Or is that Flathead? I think it's Flathead. In any case, it's one of the few genuinely admirable people in the Flathead line. Hey, harmonica hits for the home! Hey, we should take this one for sure. Or not. Oh! Sophia herself has some published albums, huh? Introduction to the Orchestra. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I guess that was the first one we could take. Introduction to the Orchestra. Oh. Delirium. No, Delirium. I don't know what it is, but I'll take it. It has Alexandria on this, who seems to be, at the very least, not a murderer, didn't knowingly collude with murderers, didn't endorse violence or murder, didn't torture people to death. Already puts her well ahead of a lot of these other people we know. We're in this for, for her and Lucian. Okay. Well, I think the one I'm most interested in is this one, so let's hear it.
Since 732 GUE, the Frobos Philharmonic Orchestra has consisted of 9 instrumental sections that align to form a crescent moon shape, filling half of the Zorchestral amphitheater.
It's educational.
The violin, the most soulful of the Zorchestral instruments, sounds a rich, plaintive melody when the bow draws across its fine platypus gut strings. Lesser strings are made from hungus gut, which, though economical, has a pungent scent which many find distracting. The nambino is an Antharian percussion instrument that draws its design from the steel shipyard drums of the port of Maba. Its thundering notes amplify as they resonate through the 4 apertures or nams of the drum casing, creating a droning overtone. The miano is a type of Akkadian lyre that has sometimes been employed by conjurers for use in musical incantations, or alternately for line dancing at guild socials. When plucked with a miano stick, the lyre sounds rich, deep notes, usually in a minor key. The fliesel is a wind instrument with a delicate high pitch that fluctuates as air is pushed past its reed to a series of brass fliesel valves. A long-time court favorite of Lord Dimwit Flathead's, the fliesel was once sounded 300 times in a single meal at Flatheadia Castle, where it announced the arrival of the 299 next courses. The Wurtmeser is a 2-player folk instrument which requires one player to play the keys and another to pump the bellows, thus producing a disjointed harmonic blast. A Wurtmeser, or worst marriage. Originating in the rural divides of the Frigid River Valley, this unsophisticated, unwieldy instrument is the least respected member of the Zorchestra. The ancient Gederiglini horn sounds its strange, hollow timbre as 2 players blow from either end at once, varying pitch as they cover and uncover the horn's many apertures. The Gederiglini is sometimes referred to as the lover's horn, and is ceremoniously played at most Zork weddings. The Frobophone, first introduced as accompaniment to the Borfi Metropolitan Opera, is a deep, twisted-sounding horn which plays off the high-pitched fliesel in most Zorchestral movements. It should not be confused with the Homer Frobophone, which is not played at all, but used instead to beat upon flatheads in an attempt to broaden their minds.
But-tis.
The poppykeg is a small percussion instrument which emits a thumping sound when slapped with a hand. As the keg clasp is moved rhythmically back and forth along its tubular body, the poppykeg's pitch raises and lowers. The poppykeg is popular among the very young and those who refuse the commitment of a 2-player instrument. Most Zorchestras employ 4 of each of these 8 instruments. Their proper placement within the Zork orchestral layout is critical to the success of the concert. The 4 other instruments of Zork, the verni, the umba, the bass chokeophone, and the piano, are not considered part of the Frobos Philharmonic Orchestra. However, these instruments are popular within the Empire's alternative music scene, which includes such groups as the Cruel Puppets, Gru in Chains, Curse Day, and Sound Dungeon.
Is that it? I guess so. I hope I took good enough notes. Well, let's see what that other album is. Darn. This is the first time we've really had a lot of stuff with us. Well, let's take a listen. Oh, I see, it's a recording.
For the final performance of the evening,
Yes.
it gives me great pleasure to present to you, in her debut performance, the newest and most gifted prodigy of my conservatory, Alexandria Wolf.
Lovely, I'm sure. So she just performs solo, huh? Well, in any case, so we need to use this thing for reference. The piano is the lyre. We know what a violin is. The Wertmeister is the accordion. The Gitterdrglint, I don't know.
Alexandria, that was lovely. But, as we all know, no concert is complete without the standard Zorkian conclusory fanfare.
Oh.
Boys.
Oh, the Pep Popperkeg. Popperkeg, then Nambino. Then Popper. Then Vartneiser? No, then Fliesel.
The lights will go on now. Oh, and don't forget to donate those Zork nets to the volunteers at the booth. Thanks again.
I wasn't fast enough. We live in an era where I can just look at this on a walkthrough instead of having to listen to it over and over again until I can write down the notes fast enough. Huh. So I think the exact order, so Popperkeg, Nambino, Popperkeg, Wertmeister, violin. Quit running 2 spaces ahead. So how can we put these down? Can we even? You'd think. Oh, so we can. Okay. Well, please pick that up. So, what are we trying to do? We just want to set these up in the appropriate orchestral arrangement? Or do we want to set them up like in the order they went in the song? I could see it going either way. It's interesting that these are almost all 2-player instruments, though. In any case, I think I know what at least most of these are. So, let's just try and arranging them like they should be arranged. Starting with the Popperkeg. Or, is this the Popperkeg? No, the Popperkeg is the one that looks like a belt, right? Yeah, this one. So the Popperkeg goes on the other side is the first problem. So yeah, the Popperkeg goes here. Okay. And next up, the violin, which goes on here. It's interesting that so many of these are two-person musical instruments. But the violin isn't. What would the other person be doing? Do they just normally have 2 people playing violin, I guess? Makes sense. Different cultures have their own musical traditions. So this thing here is the Nambino, and the Nambino goes here. No! That is not where the Nambino goes. Don't quit doing that! Fuck! Here we go. Oh, I see what we did wrong. In retrospect, it's kind of embarrassing. I just need to put the last instrument here, because through process of elimination, this must be where it goes. What? Huh? Is this a vision?
Alexandria, have you learned nothing under my tutelage? The notes are C, D, E, B, G. Their cadence is the harmony of the spheres. Are you with us today, child? Concentrate. C, D, E, B, G. How can you forget the notes? Without the harmony of the spheres, there can be no purity of the soul.
We definitely do experience visions. And frankly, Sophia, you're very unpleasant. I mean, maybe this should come as no surprise given what we know about you. But now we know these new notes. C, D, E, B, G. Do we, what do we do with this? We go play the piano? I guess? Wait a minute. There are more doors up here than I thought. Okay, here's a room we haven't been in before. But the other room we could have taken is Sophia's room, right? Yes, it is Sophia's room. Well, while she was in there having an affair with, Kane, we can be in here. Or rather, her students weren't here gossiping or talking about music or whatever it is that students do. I've been reading a novel recently called Annie John. I suppose that's something like what fancy girls do. I mean, Annie John is revolting against being a fancy girl, that's the whole point. But based on this, I'd say they do things like read books, talk really formally, talk about their breasts, show off their panties. It sounds kind of fetishy now. How do I open this thing? Like that, I guess. Wow, what a weird little music box. Oh, okay. A violin music box? Sure. Another vision? Why, yes.
I listen to your music with the passion and the brilliance, and I know you're not ordinary. Don't you see that? You're brilliant, important, magical. Please, don't throw away that power.
I want to make my own mistakes.
It's not worth it. Let him wait. Please. Don't leave.
Interesting. I guess, that was Alex. I guess Alexandria was also revolting against authority, huh? I'm not sure what this depicts. Maybe a Sleeping Beauty kind of story? I could see it. Oh. She hid her things in the floorboards. A diary? No, probably, yes, a letter from Lucian. Alexandria, there is something going on with my father. I thought it was something to do with Thadium and his battles with Elron. Now I suspect it is far more dangerous than that. He says little of his latest invention, only that it involves pure lead, and it is very dangerous. My father would not harm us, but I fear he cannot save us either. You once said you wanted to go to explore the Empire, voyage across the Great Sea. Come with me. My dear girl, please do not be upset. Madame Sophia wants only the best for you. You will always be my child, my only family, but you must always remember that you are one of those people for whom life has chosen a special destiny. We all believe in your magical talent. Be pure of heart and spirit, and I shall always be your loving father. Malvo at least meant well. He really seems to have cared about her, but at the same time, he is being very selfish, you know? I mean, at what point does a person being well-intentioned make up for doing bad things? My father, this is from Lucian again, wants me to join his army in their fight against the Enchanters Guild and Elron. He's been our nemesis for so long, I feel I know him intimately. Magic, power, and politics. When did they get so complicated and corrupt? From the beginning is when. The instant that there began being arbitrary power differentials between people, that's the instant at which it became corrupt, my boy. As I guess you've learned the hard way. My father says he fights in the names of honor and truth. No truth I know of. Medicine, education, laws, and religion, they mean nothing to me. My only truth is you and your music, Lucian. Well, I kinda admire your sentiment, but I think you're an idiotic romantic. Still, you're leagues better than these other people. And if they don't deserve to die, well, they might, honestly, but they don't deserve to do whatever has been done to them. Like, if they were dead, I would say no big loss, but... Oh, what we have here? Alexandria, the path to purification through the magic of the notes of Sophia. So here's just another book about music. As nature worketh jealously in this manner, so much more joyously when music is joined with nature. For music prepareth the soul for nature, and prepareth the soul for the end of nature. For in the soul are these 5 notes, and in these 5 notes wilt thou findeth soul of the world. In the soul of the world is the one soul of all things, mysterium magnum, endless question, and quest come to rest. Well, that's some nice free verse poetry there. So we have these 5 notes which are such a big deal, and which of course tie into this idea of the quintessence. The quintessence being fire, air, what are the other ones? Earth, and water, where we are now. And I suppose the 5th one, they used to think it was love, they now think it's blood or something. And I wouldn't be surprised if the twist will be, it is love. Because in Sophia and Lucian, if only they could get together, it would have realized it somehow. But what am I saying? I'm just making stuff up, I'm no alchemist. What's this one? This is the path to musical perfection, huh? I'm not even gonna try and read this, it's so dark. I'll just hurt my eyes. Just more stuff about the same idea, music of the cosmic spheres, which don't even exist. If you haven't heard, it turns out that outer space is not a bunch of spheres. Like, it's not a bunch of, like, crystal spheres that are... It's not like we're in a crystal sphere and there are all these outer spheres and Earth is in the middle and stuff. That's not how it works. Clearly, Zork never had a Copernican revolution. Oh, man. This place was so full of life once, you know? You'd come in here on an evening, maybe there'd be some girls outside on the patio looking out over the pretty river. At this point, the place seems to be part in ruins. Wait, hold on, can we not go this way? Can we not just step around the couch? I guess not. Well, so what was up with that music box? Anything? You never know what's going to be important and what's not. How do we look at it? Do we... There we go. Yeah, what the heck is this thing? What's its purpose? Huh?
Beautiful fall. Here. This is for you. I want you to wear it.
Alexandria. Lucian, what a pleasant surprise. Your locket. I've never seen it off you. It's lovely. I
want you to wear it.
So, in another effort to passive-aggressively, and in a very rude, pushy way, screw up their relationship, or just as a power play, really. And see, that's the problem here. These people, even somebody as basically well-intentioned as Malvo, can't be her friend, really, because they're all arrayed against her, against what she wants, and they want to exercise their authority over her. So, I see that her locket fell off. And what room is beneath the dormitory? Is it, I mean, that thing it fell into looked familiar, but I think I saw it back in the asylum. Not that it was much of an asylum. Yeah, I think it was down here. In the practice area that it fell, right? Where was it down here, though? Or was it down here? Or was it in the boiler room? I have such a bad sense of direction that I'm not sure if the locket fell into the... Well, hold on, they weren't in that room. They were in, like, an auditorium. So I guess I have no idea where it was when it fell through those boards. Was it in this thing? I still don't know what this thing is. Is there nothing in here? I guess not. Wait a minute, here's something. Listen to that. The ghosts of the celestial harmonies that were here once. Yeah, it's a poster. Alexandria playing Johann Sebastian Flathead Air on a Grue spring. Frankly, that sounds like a very unpleasant spring, given what I know about Grues. Another one. This is Descent of Yorick into Hell. I see. It's a symphony, or not a symphony, it's just a piece on a very lofty theme. She was clearly a very able violin player. Oh, it's this one again. Take it. Can we take the other ones? No? Once again, I guess it's just the last one, as with the records that really mattered. How peculiar. So what on earth could we do with this? The only thing I can think of is to replace that peeling, tattered poster downstairs. But with that, the question is, why? You know, what do we have to gain by doing that? I suppose you see, we just don't strike me as a very sentimental type. I don't think we really care that much about individual personal drama. Otherwise, I would personally take satisfaction just in the sort of symbolically defiant of all these authoritarian figures and of nature itself. Just the sheer defiance of all of this by putting on a new poster. Let's see. I assume it's triggering another vision. Wait, does this place look different? Or am I just going crazy? I certainly hear voices. Yeah, hold on, there are like lights on. Huh?
Hurry! It's nearly time.
Oh!
Get your ticket.
Oh, my ticket! Okay, so now we're having a vision that we're actually participating in rather than just watching. Oh, I bet we get our ticket over here. Right? That's what this is for. Yeah. So I was right about what this thing was. So Alexandria Woolf. I see, I thought they might spell it like Virginia Woolf's name. But how mistaken I was. So, here's my ticket, ma'am.
Just in time. Roxy.
I'm sorry? Here we go. Some kind of... It's empty, though. I guess it befits the nature of our visions. They tend to involve only this tiny group of people. Though this time it inexplicably involved that one random woman. An impressive-looking room, isn't it? Well, anyway... Well, I guess we need to get to our seat, right? Where is it? They said row C. Where is that? How do we move down the aisle? You see, there's no reason that this should be confusing me. It should be really simple. I think. There's got to be something in here. I don't know, maybe there isn't. I can't seem to get... Oh! Well, I guess we'll go upstairs. Did the woman say we were in booth C? Or box C? Or balcony C or something? I know she said something C. Maybe it was row C. Okay. There, now we can get a better view of the auditorium. Right? What? Huh? Hold on, did I just get completely confused there? Oh, I see. I didn't actually go up the stairs. Wait, there's stairs on the other side, too. Huh? Yeah, there are. Oh, but I can't go up those because of the velvet rope. Lord forbid that in some sort of vision of the past we go against the rules. We strike me as a very rule-following type. Although it appears the stairs go to the same place anyway. The frogs are as loud as the voices of the assembled theater-goers. It doesn't look like there's much... Oh, we can go upstairs here. Where in the world are we going? I feel like at this point we're not heading towards, our seat anymore. I think we're snooping around backstage. Hopefully to find that locket somewhere, I guess. Very dark in here. It's amazing this darkness manages to make this more or less totally innocuous space seem menacing. Util, so that's the utility closet. And I suppose these are all just dressing rooms. Well, it's true we don't have much business there. Is that Michelangelo? Well, anyway. Off we go back downstairs, I guess. It felt like we didn't get any closer to that door when we moved there. Very peculiar. This does strike me as the sort of thing I might dream about. So... I think it ends in auditorium, but I can't read any more than that. Well, of that sign, normally I can read quite a lot more. You see, I'm literate. And it's going to be the same this way, right? Yeah, so it is. Although it's not a utility closet, it's something else. Maybe it is the... Well, you don't really need a dressing room. I mean, the people who are performing are just students who live in the conservatory already, right? Hold on, is there nothing up here? No, I just must be missing something. Yep, so I was. The other side of the stair booth thing. Alright. I guess we'll just keep going higher and higher. Right? Right? Are we not? Or not? You sure? You sure you want to stop here? Well, I guess our powers let us know that there isn't anything much back here. That what we're looking for is not up here, but is back in this direction somewhere. We obviously have some kind of powers. We're always having visions and hallucinations. Well, maybe it's just schizophrenia, but there seems to be a lot that would suggest it's more than that. That these things we see actually are happening around us, so... And... No. Wait, hold on. I think this is just where we started, though, right? So it is. Okay, back up here, then. Maybe we should just try and look for our seat in booth C. Or box C, or whatever it is that the woman said our ticket indicated to go to. I really have no idea. Oh, now we can go up these stairs. That's weird. Okay. Is this as high as we can get? Or does it go even higher? Well, it does, but we don't want to go up there. Okay. I tell you, this is just like when you're trying to figure out where you're supposed to sit. You don't know for sure if it says where to go on the ticket, or like the ticket says to sit in this one specific seat, but you're the only people in the theater. And so you want to know, well, does it really matter if I sit somewhere else? Are they going to send in the theater police to tell me where I'm sitting? Or to tell me where I'm sitting is bad? I don't know. We probably shouldn't even be worrying about this since we're dead, but that's just me. Wait a minute, was that the letter D? Is these letters? Yeah, they are. E. Or no, wait, this is C. It's just a really ugly font. Okay, so she did say booth C. I guess we'll watch the show then, huh? Let's hear our celestial harmonies. What? What was the significance of that? Was that Lucian? It's hard to tell from this distance and seeing him in formal clothes instead of his typical poet's blouse. Or smock, or whatever those things are called. Now what? Do we want to see if we can make our way to the booth he was in? I don't know why we would. I don't know why it would matter to us. Really, now what do we do? I feel like things are happening and I get no clear explanation of what I'm supposed to take away from them. So, the show is over, right? Why have we been warped back to this vision of the past anyway? What of particular importance happened here? Was this the day she was killed by the Nemesis? I guess it's possible. I suppose we'll just check each door, right? I mean, I guess so. Oh, nothing on that door. Or this one. I think I missed a bunch of these doors, though. Though frankly, it's so dark in here, you practically can't even see the doors. I'm only assuming they're there, really. But I guess they are.
Hey, hurry up! We
Huh?
want to go home! Play the fanfare!
Oh, this show wasn't very popular, huh? Why is it so dark? There isn't even a spotlight on the stage. Oh boy. I get kind of nervous in front of crowds, though not nearly as much as I used to.
No concert is complete without the standard Zorkian conclusory fanfare.
Oh yeah! Huh? What do you want me to do? You want me to conduct? Wait, what? Hold on. What's going on here? As far as I can tell, this is just a baton in front of pitch blackness. Is there something there? I don't see anything. Well, I guess there's apparently an orchestra there. Oh, wait a minute. We have to conduct them in the order that they said in the lecture on the record player, right? Man, that would be annoying if I had to do it that way. Well, I guess I'll just, well, I can figure this out, right? Probably. No, I can't. Okay, so first is the popper keg. So back row, fourth hotspot from the left. All right, we're all left. This is bizarre. I just have to like randomly grope around in the dark until I find these hotspots. Okay, so there's that side. And now here's this side. I guess. This must be how Beethoven felt. Oh, so there is one there. Oh! Quit it! So here's a hot spot here. Here's something here. Here's another one. Well, if those... What are the front row, then? Oh, I see. So this is front row. I think. Is this just completely random? At this point, I'm gonna say this might be the worst puzzle I've ever seen. Well, I mean, okay, This is horrible. It's pitch black. There's no clear marking of the hotspots that you need to click on. And you need to remember the diagram, or more likely have drawn down the diagram from earlier, and also have written down the order of the special order that, like, the final instruments play in, that you hear in an audio lecture. And it's completely unintuitive. Like, there seems to be no reason to do this. There's no logical reason we should do this. And once again, it's pitch black, and it's like completely random where you need to click. This is the worst puzzle I've ever seen. I'm just gonna say that again. This is really kind of incredible. I mean, the more I think about it, the more... Wow, I was thinking I might play this again later, but if this is what I think it is, then no. No, I never want to play this stupid thing again. This is terrible. Quit saying Zoe. God, they said it again. Wait a minute. Beethoven was deaf, not blind. Okay, my joke from earlier made no sense. I apologize. There. We need to get the popper phone, or whatever it's called. And I believe it's above... It's in the top on the... It's the rightmost thing in the top row. Or the back row. So, let's say this is the floozle. So it should be here. But it's not here. Then what is this? So, is this all really low down? No. So that's the floozle. Oh! So floozle. Popper! Okay. Suffice to say, if I were playing this on my own, I would have quit the game here. But I've come this far, and I'm not gonna let this stop me. This stupid garbage stop me from seeing this through to the end. This is the Nemesis's most insidious plot yet. You always lose your place because the damn thing, the camera begins pivoting around because we're always spinning around like a ballerina. Where the hell is the... I can't believe they put this in. I can't believe this is in the game. This is so horrible. This is so horrible. Even that, like, somewhat needlessly specific, safe combination from the asylum is nothing in comparison with this. Because at least you could see them. At least you could see what the numbers were on the frickin' lock. You know, I've just discovered that if I turn out all the lights in my room so that I'm sitting here in pitch blackness, except for the glow of the screen, I can actually see something. It's not completely pitch black. Okay. I might be able to make do now. Maybe. Except that now I can't read my notes about what order to do this crap in. Because I can't see in the dark. I'm sorry, guys. please be the violin. No! Crap, I close out of the game, you know? I don't even care because this game is complete, utter garbage, and I wish now I'd never heard of it. I can't believe it. I can't believe how stupid this is. I think that we have right here, folks, the worst puzzle. Well, certainly the worst puzzle that's ever turned up on my channel. I do like the popper cake, though. It reminds me of Yume Nikki. And now the violin. Finally! How was that?
The lights will go on now. And don't forget to donate those Zork nets to the volunteers at the booth. Thanks again.
Go to hell! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we weren't on stage. We were standing in the pit in front of the stage. Wow, do I wish I could have seen this while I was doing that. Okay, let's get out of here. I hate this conservatory. I thought it was beautiful before, and I'm sure a lot of life went on here, but screw the place. I never want to see it again. What the hell was even the point of that? Hold on, go back in there. Weren't we here to get, like, that locket? Okay, so now we're on the stage? Yeah, we are. Okay, good. I guess. I think this confirms that Sophia is actually a monster. Like, she wasn't just a kind of a bad person like I thought. No, she's a monster. Yeah, you've discovered a secret lab. Oh. I do remember that note on her desk about something about crystals, and she's clearly fixated on these harmonies. So I guess it has something to do with that. I suppose this was a background for the play. There's an octopus who was a nautical play. I guess. Not sure what that is. Anyway. Yeah, we can't say stab through it using our baton. Oh well. Because we'd throw out the baton. I mean, I would too. I'd snap it in two. Huh. This looks about like the backstages I've been to. What the heck? Well, before we just begin hitting random buttons... Oh, we're not going to hit random buttons. This looks more valuable anyway. I see, there are more backgrounds. So, this is the background that's currently up, depicting an ocean. It's probably a play about, you know, whatever the equivalent of Neptune is. You'd think that she would be associated with Neptune, actually, since Sophia's associated with water. And here, I suppose those are vines wrapped around the columns. This is a odd set. It almost looks like something you'd see in a stage production of Twin Peaks, even though there's nothing in Twin Peaks specifically like this. I think that's a skull by that portrait of that woman. Or I suppose it could be a long-haired man. That's a very ugly drawing of a house. a farmhouse in particular. This looks like something a surrealist would have made. Like there's that one surrealist painting of, like, an elephant. Reminds me of that, although here it's a fountain. Or it could be something out of a Hieronymus Bosch painting. Although, I admit I don't know how to really pronounce his name. I like this one. It too is pretty surreal. I'm not sure what it reminds me of. This one is very crude, but the sort of black abyss that exists here in the hut is rather ominous to me. Nothing? What even was the point of this? I'm not sure, Oh, hold on. Here we go. Nothing? Does this control which background is up? What's going on? Something, I'm sure. Oh yeah, it moved back now. So, but why? Why would it have moved back? Is there something we can get to now that we couldn't before? I don't think so. I do see that background of the statues of women poking through the aquatic background, though. Hit that one. Hit this. Oh. Here we go. So, it makes the mechanism permanently, it's clearly going to be on as long as that switch is flipped, right? Though strangely enough, we can't hear it from over here. Yeah, still nothing. Or nothing new anyway. Hold on, do we want to take a look at these? I guess we can't. Oh! Okay, let's see what happens if we have these two on simultaneously. Anything? I don't hear the sound anymore. Nothing? I suppose not. Oh, I see. We want this to open up so we can climb through. Is that it? It would help if I had any clue how this mechanism worked. Well, I think I get the basic idea. What does this do now? Anything? Once again, I'm not hearing the machine anymore when we're outside of the booth with the control mechanism. I guess what we want is for that background to, like, roll up. And not the other background, right? So... Huh? Did we just break it? Once again, it looks the same to me. Yeah, I'm not sure what this machine even does, but I'm worried we might not be able to get it to work now. It sounded to me like a bunch of bags or something just fell apart. So let's see what that did. So I'm assuming the buttons correspond to the backgrounds, and if it reads from left to right, then that background should be the women's statue background, but it still appears to be there. The issue is the locket is beneath the stage. Well, how about, this? I'm kind of curious what exactly these buttons are doing. As far as I can tell, none of them have had any effect whatsoever. Unless I'm misinterpreting what they're meant to do. Oh! Here we go! We did roll that background out of the way. So... how about, this? Does each button correspond to a different background? And it's like a completely different order than the way they're arranged in the packet? Maybe. I'm not sure why we're doing this exactly. What if we hit multiple ones? Is it going to revert back to the statue of the women's statue background? I have a feeling the answer is a affirmative. No. What the heck is that? It's kind of creeping me out. It looks like a photo of a doorway opening into some scary animal thing. Ugh. Well, maybe we'll be meeting a scary animal thing before too long here. Let's hit all of them but one. Okay, so that just causes it to short out. I guess the question is, how can we figure out which set of buttons we need to have pressed? It seems kind of arbitrary to me. Whatever I was doing last time, it definitely elicited change, but not so much this time. I think we need to clear that opening so we can get in, we can get behind this, even though we should just be able to climb over the barrels or fly over them since we obviously don't need to walk like a normal person. So let's take a look at this. We're through that background, and we're on that background. What was that? Okay, so I got it to open to this background before. Wait a minute. I see. These black parts indicate that that part of the background is just completely open. So what we need is for it to be on this is to have all the other backgrounds withdrawn, except for this background and this background. And I got pretty close before, didn't I? So each one of these blue buttons corresponds to having a different background withdrawn. So in the end, we should have two that are open, and those two are the ones with the doors. I see. Well, time to just press buttons until something happens. So whatever those other buttons are, none of them correspond to the next layer of background, which is the library. So this is currently the background that's up. So we want to see pretty much any other background. So let's see what happens if we hit this one. Let's see if that one corresponds to the library. And the suspense? No. That one does not correspond to the library. This way, though, we should be able to pretty quickly work out which button corresponds to the library background. So it's not that one. So let's try this one. The second one from the left. My grandfather used to be called Lefty when he was young. Okay, good. That one did indeed withdraw the library background. So, what next? Well, what background was that, though? So library, this one. So this one's already removed. Hold on, what the heck background is that? It's not this one. Is it this one? I guess? Hold on. Really? Wait a minute. That didn't look like that creepy, bad drawing of a house, did it? No, I guess it is. It has the trees. I guess I was seeing the corner of the roof is a base of a, or not the base, but the top of some sort of pedestal. Right? Yeah, I was seeing this bit, and I saw this corner as part of a pedestal, rather than a part of the lattice. So, okay. These ones don't matter. What matters next is figuring out which one is the roof. So let's just go with the third button. Start there, probably won't be this one, but hey, process of elimination, right? Oh, it was! Okay, so the buttons are in the order there in the clipboard. In that case, I know exactly what I need to do. I hit, this button, and we're good to go. Climbing through the set directions. I remember when I was in elementary school, there was this time that, this performing troupe came to our school, and I remember them having these sets that were like backgrounds, and they could just say, turn them around, and then it would be a different set, or they could say, somehow move up the backgrounds and change the layers so that there were like 3 or 4 sets in one unit. Very interesting. Oh, this looks like that easel that was back in Lucian's room. I expect that Lucian may have been back here. Huh? Why, there's nothing back here. Well, I say that, but I know there's something back here. I mean, obviously. Whoa! Ah, yes. Where late the old stage decorations lie. Look at these. They're against the wall. They're backed to the wall, like prisoners lined up in front of the firing squad. So somewhere down here is that basin that the locket fell into. I'm not sure what we need the locket for. Namu Amida Butsu. But we must need it. Huh? What the heck? What was that? I don't like this. This room strikes me as unsafe somehow, even though there's still a woman here. I mean, it's not like it'd be haunted. She would have left if that were going on. I feel kind of bad now that I called this SS because I was so frustrated I couldn't even type. I'm going to call this one, Tudo, which I believe is Chinese for potato. Well, to the Greek columns, I guess. I see. This was a fully accomplished stage production they had here. A cactus model, a mask, a radio, huh? That's not normal. Let's get out of here. I prefer different channels. I prefer to listen to songs about carrots, and I have potatoes, I have tomatoes, I have like carrots, gravy, and peas. I'm going to guess that the locket is in, hold on, I thought there was like a doorway over somewhere. Hold on, am I going crazy? Wasn't there like a door right here? I mean, I guess not. Clearly. What happened? I could have sworn there was a door behind us. Maybe I really am beginning to hallucinate. I mean, we're turning on a radio and hearing just a voice repeating your locket. I must be. Okay, this is not good. I feel like we're losing our minds. What the heck is that noise? I also don't like this thing. It looks like a hanging figure. Oh well, at least the Buddha's here for us. We just need to remember that all reality is illusory. Are we like smaller? What the heck? Huh? Oh, we're inside a prop? I'm sorry? Okay, is this like a tub? What are we doing? Why have we done this? Is there a reason for any of this? I'd like to look up or down. Oh, hey, the drum. Is that where it landed? Jump. Huh? Wait, are we in the boiler room now? Yeah! Well, I didn't expect that at all. In we go! I guess we might not find her locket, but we're gonna find something. So, what's the point of this room? I don't really know. Oh wait, here's where the locket went. Oh no! Into the pool of water, huh? Get out! Get out of the water! Get out now! What the hell? There's just like a tub of water in the boiler room? Or not just a tub, like underwater corridors. Did this happen after the place was attacked by the Nemesis or before? Well, I'd better save. You know, if only we'd been a bit more quick, we might have been able to, to not have to do this. I hate going into water. I just feel so out of my element. But I guess we're already dead anyway, so who cares? Although I'm sure we can still drown inexplicably. Get it? Good job. Up, up, out. Admittedly, there are probably no sea monsters or anything around here, probably just fish. So the next question is, what do we want this thing for? I guess we're gonna go put it back where it belongs in the music box, right? I mean, I guess so. I feel like we just risked our lives to get it. We certainly risked our lives composing that stupid ghost orchestra. That was terrible. At this point, who cares about the Nemesis? What could he do to us that could be worse than that? Well, a lot, actually. He could just do to us what he did to the alchemists. Which is what he was going to do earlier, isn't it? Oh man. And the subject of ghosts here are the ghosts of the airs that were once played here.
Beautiful fall. Yeah. This is for you.
Oh, this must be after that concert.
Alexandria. Lucian, what a pleasant surprise. Your locket. I've never seen it off you. It's lovely. I want you to wear it.
Huh? What? Okay, so I guess we don't use it here, it just sees the vision again. Then what do we do with it? What's the significance of this locket? I suppose the only option still available is, diving into here again. Oh, whoa. Who knows what else there is down there, right? So, let's go. Yep. In we go. If the Nemesis wanted to kill us, they could just shut that lid. Wait, is there nothing else in here? No, there is. What in the world? Is this an underwater staircase? We move much more slowly in water than we do on land. What the heck? Wait, these are the crystals, right? It's like a crystal seal. Or no, it's a fish. I see. So all along, the boiler room contained a secret waterlogged passage to the place where she was getting her crystals. Well, that's the lab, huh? Oh, I see. The crystals correspond to the celestial harmonies she's been going on about. In particular, the notes C, D, E, B, and G. Though, I feel like one of these is missing here. And there's also the matter of where are we on this map? I'm not sure. Well, for now, let's just look around, I guess. I see. Each crystal corresponds to one of the harmonies. But the problem is, once again, there aren't enough of them. There were only 4 on the map, right? Whoa, come on. I mean, I think so. Hold on, what's this? Does this go here? Does this? Oh, I see. It's a pool of water. Huh. And now I just need to hit the crystals, right? In the correct sequence. So let's take a look at this. So there is the pool of water. And we just need to hit the crystals C, D, E, B, G. So C, D, E, B, but where's G? Well, I guess we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it, so to speak. I'm okay with that. I mean, what again did the notes on our desk say, though? So first is prepare the boiling solution. So actually, before we hit those notes, we need to prepare the boiling solution. Which I assume means the boiling solution that this thing is going to be. I mean, there does seem to be a pipe flowing to it. And where is that pipe flowing from? From right beneath the map, right? Yeah. So how do we get it boiling? Do we have to go back to the boiler room? I'm afraid so. Oh, or maybe not. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, is this a way in? Good to know. So, now that we're here, we need to get the solution boiling. How do I suggest we go about doing that, though? I really don't know. I don't know how this equipment works. But then again, that's what I could say for everything we've dealt with, but we've gotten this far, right? Right. And it couldn't possibly be more complicated than conducting a symphony's orchestra. So, pull this one, pull this one, pull this one. It goes back up after a little bit. Is there like a time limit? I suppose the answer to that is probably yes. Huh. Yeah, now the frame rate has gone down considerably. I think it's because I pulled those levers. That's weird. Okay. So as it turns out, this is what we need to do. It seems like pretty heartless to just use this locket we've gone through so much trouble to get for this, but it's heavy enough to hold down the lever. Well, with that out of the way, we can fit through a pretty narrow space. So now, let's see if the water is boiling. I certainly hope so. Whoa! Yeah, I'll say that's boiling, all right. So, what again did her instructions say? It was, first we have to get it boiling, then seed with crystal, purify the crystal, and bring the notes together. And there was something about using a chemical solution to purify crystals, right? I feel like if we just reach in now, we're probably going to get a game over. So let's try! After I say. Okay, let's go for it. Or not, nothing happened. Oh, okay. Alright. So, from here, from this starting point, we need to hit first C and then D. C and D are directly next to each other. I think these two here are... God! I think these two here are C and D. Right? No, wait, no. No, hold on. So, the map shows the pipe. So we have to figure out where everything is relative to the pipes. And in that case, C and D are... So we go here, and we go to this side, and... Wait, huh? What's this? Well, I'm not sure what that other thing we just put into the water was, but I think we found something else. Here's that crystal that needs to be purified. Wow! That's the fastest chemical reaction I've ever seen. I'm gonna guess that this is the missing G. Well, not sure what happened to the metal thing, but okay. What can we do with this? Nothing? Well, maybe we can only hit it once we've hit the other crystals anyway. So, these two are the ones by the pit. So C, D. I'm not tone deaf, but I've never been able to distinguish notes just by hearing them. So next is E. E is over on the other side of the pipes. Oh, whoa, here. It's one of these. Can we hit all of them? So we can. Well, from the pipe, it appears that E is the one farthest from it. So this one is E. And finally, B, and then G. So not finally. And, B is over here near the fish statue. Specifically, it's the one that... Well, where is it? So it's the one that's farther from the pipe. So it's this one. And finally, we go hit G. This place is rather beautiful, isn't it? Even if it was put to an insidious purpose. Why can't we hit it? This isn't good. I guess I hit them in the wrong order. Oh. I see what I'm missing. This this fish statue dispenses the chemical that they mentioned earlier was used to purify the crystal. I thought that I'd already put it in, but I guess it needs to be put in afterwards, huh? I guess so. It's rather creepy looking now, though, isn't it? Yep, that's G. Well, let's finally do this, and do it right. I guess it makes sense that somebody as evil as the Nemesis is going to be undone by pretty music. Although admittedly by a lot of other things. The pretty music is just one's phase of what's going to happen to it, after all. Well, let's do it. Or we did it. And they resonate. Whoa! Huh? It's funny how these metals always come out in exactly the right shape, isn't it? Almost, you could imagine it being made from the same gold as the locket. But the eclipse is upon us, huh? Does that mean the Nemesis is going to break free now?